So after seeing the train wreck of E3 over the past few days, my expectations for Nintendo were pretty low. Luckily, I was proven wrong, and Nintendo gave us a lot to chew on. Two trailers specifically stood out to me. The first trailer being the inclusion of Kazuya from Tekken being included in the Smash Ultimate as Fighter Pack 10. The second trailer that I was excited for was the trailer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 finally getting it after 2 years. My name is Cybertechwerewolf, and today I will be analyzing the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer to see what details and breadcrumbs Nintendo left for us, and maybe we can get a glimpse into what we may have in store for us when Breath of the Wild drops in 2022. So almost immediately in the trailer we have a blink and you'll miss it moment. In it we see Link is struggling with his arm stuck inside of Malice, and it would seem that this is Nintendo's way of resetting Link's gear in this game. It's interesting to say the least, and you'll see later what else they might be doing in order to make Link's reset in this game make even more sense. In this frame we see a glimpse of a decayed and decrepit Ganondorf. There's not much to say here, but I am curious to see if they're going to give us a fully revived Ganondorf, or if they're just going to give us another version of Ganon. Now this next clip is one of my favorites. It's a clear reference to Skyward Sword, but I'm wondering if it's just a reference or if it has any significance. My theory is, yes, I think this game may have more callbacks like this referencing Skyward Sword. I mean, it's just way too coincidental that we are also getting a Skyward Sword remaster just before they announce this, but we'll see how it goes. But the next few frames are interesting because we are finally getting some gameplay of the creatures we'll be seeing. The bokoblins themselves seem to have new horns on their heads, and their base is built on top of a stone talus. But one new creature stood out to me. Now, regardless on if this is a reference or not, this guy seems to resemble the Igor from Majora's Mask's Icona Tower, which is pretty funny. But I'm hoping we get a little more gameplay in the future so we can see exactly what it can do and what it actually might be. Now this next frame is what I had mentioned earlier about Link being reset. It seems like this new armor of his may be replacing the Sheikah Slate abilities from the first game, because as you can see in this clip, Link seems to be using the stasis ability that was given to him in his Sheikah Slate, but it also seems to be missing in action in Breath of the Wild 2, and Link is using the ability with just his arm. It should be interesting how they will implement different runes using Link's new arm. There also seems to be new items that Link can carry in this game. In this frame we see that Link is fighting a monster that's hanging from the ceiling, and he has an item on his arm in the shape of a dragon face, and he's using this to burn the enemy. So I'm excited to see what new items this game has in store for us. Now this next scene had me confused a little bit, because we can see that there's this weird droplet of what looks like the life spring water inside of Twilight Princess, so we may be getting more references to Twilight Princess in this game. At least I hope so. There's also this heavy emphasis on the sky in this trailer, so I hope this means Link might encounter Skyloft or the city in the sky, but that's a theory for a whole nother day. But this still looks really cool. The final thing we see in this trailer is Hyrule Castle is rising above the landscape, and it seems to crumble a bit, but I think the malice seems to be making the castle do this. In this last shot, we finally see that the castle has seemed to settle a little bit on this scene. Whatever the scene is supposed to mean, it escapes my knowledge. But regardless, I'm excited to see what we have in store with Breath of the Wild 2. But what do you guys think? What did you guys notice in this trailer? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have to think. Are you guys excited for Breath of the Wild 2? Let me know. But with that, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hit that like button and consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And until next time guys, stay safe, stay weird, stay awesome, and be nice to each other. Cybertechwerewolf, signing off.